subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Let's get it in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it in. We are doing the late night tap in, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing the late night tap in, waiting on everybody to come on through. It's late. It's very late. And if you're overseas, it's very early, but we're still here. It is still popping. What's going on with you, man? Hope everybody's good. Doing the late night tap in as we always do. Shout out to everybody who stayed up with us. Let me give a shout out to some of the regulars real quick before we get started. Brother Malcolm in the house, Ani, Sweets, Melanie, Aaliyah, Miss Skyline, Miss Trinity in the house, sir. Mike Tarver in the building. Ernez in the building. Grinds TV in the building. Glad to have y'all in here. We'll get calls early. We're gonna get some calls early. Cousin Jerry in the house. I see Cousin Jerry 666 in the house. Zay in the house. So we're gonna get some calls early. Joel C. Layla in the house. Shout out to everybody in here. Glad to have y'all tuning in. Man, what happened down was Brother Marcel? What's up, Brother Marcel? What happened down in Atlanta today, man? I heard just like a couple of hours ago, it was some kind of standoff with some. The story is crazy. Some dude, he's a rapper. It was some rapper in Atlanta, homicide something. And the story is they found him, somebody found him with a dildo. So I guess they found out that he was bussy friendly. So he tried to off himself. So he tried to jump off a bridge. Then there was a standoff. What the hell is going on in Atlanta, man? Juicy, do you know about this? What's going on? You got dudes with dildos trying to jump off bridges in Atlanta. Atlanta is just something different now, man. Good freaking grief, what happened to Atlanta? Where'd these weirdos come from? You had a moist suicide jumper. The dude was going to end it all because they found some lubricants and some a dildo and a strap on or whatever. I don't know. It's just only in Atlanta. Juicy, what can you give me some details, dear? I know you down there. Juicy, what do you know about this story, dear?
Peace King, how are you?
I'm good, brother.
Yes, I'm just hey, shout out to the family real quick. The first thing that came to mind because it was a ongoing breaking story. He messed up traffic. It's freaking Monday after, of the holiday week. It was just not a good time for him to crash out that way.
Yeah,
I would definitely say check the lineage, because his behavior is just not of a native Atlantan or even somebody from just that just transplanted or moved from a different part of the country. It's very
right.
bizarre. And he just was a big disruption to the city, but I think he's okay. I think they pulled him down.
Okay, are they putting him in like a hospital or something? A psych ward? What are they doing with this dude?
I'm not 100% sure. I had to look back. I was paying attention to the passing of one of our presidents, a former president,
Jimmy.
um, Jimmy Carter. Yeah, Jimmy Carter, and they're doing some things here in Georgia for him as well. But I have to check back in. But I'll leave updates down in the purple pill.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yes, sir.
Ani, hop in, brother. Ani, hop in, brother. Ani, hop in, sir. Unmute your microphone, brother. Ani Asaru, come on, brother. Let's get it together while we're waiting on you. Let's get the Tethernator in here. The Tethernator, let me get him in here. But yeah, that's crazy down in Atlanta. The dude done held up traffic because they done pushed him out the damn closet. That's the most Atlanta. This Derek. Yo,
Hello?
Derek.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. What's up, Derek? What's on your mind, man?
Hey, bro, I'm a long time listener. You know, Just want to say what's up, and also, man, I've been hearing a lot of negative stuff about the dude that got killed by those COs, and I don't know if you've been paying attention, but they trying to keep emphasizing about no audio recording. I just want to know what you think about that.
Well, they're just trying to justify, like a purge. They're trying to justify lynching this man on video. They're like, okay, yeah, there's video, but there's no audio. They're just pushing the goalpost. There was no justification for them to murder that man the way they did. And the white supremacists are all on code. The white media is on code the way they report it. The white public is on code. There's no real outrage from them. So we got to understand what's going on out here, family. These folks are on some purge thing with us. So we got to be very, very deeply on code. Um, we got to keep our eyes and ears open at all times. Um, we ain't got no friends. These white supremacists, see, they come in here. Notice they'll come in these spaces trying to play good cop, bad cop. And I did a broadcast about this recently. They'll come in here talking about, hey, brother, can we just let racism be a thing of the past? And, I just want to be with just one human family. We should all be one and we should all get together and not see race. And okay. And then I always ask them, okay, if you want to be a human being and we're not going to look at race and we're all going to be as one and we're just going to be a human group of people. How do you feel about Daniel Penny? Do you think he was justified with getting off for killing Neely? Yeah, I do. Okay, then. Well, you're the problem. You're the problem. You understand? See, they want to practice white supremacy, but they want us to not say nothing. That's the thing. They want to keep practicing white supremacy and they want us to be sleep and dumb enough to not say anything about it. And they keep trying to talk us down and they come at us with different deceptive tactics. They'll come in being the nice person. Well, they got two ways. First, the alt-right types, the 4chan types, they're very hostile. They'll try to shout us down and they'll try to intimidate us online because they can't really do that in person. So that doesn't work. And then they'll try the nice guy approach. I'm not like that racist guy over there who just yells the N-word. My best friend is black. I'm a music producer. I'm J.W. Lucas, dude. You understand what I'm saying? And shout out to Professor Allen and those guys. Was yeah, they after I did my space, they raked that damn J.W. Lucas over the coals for hours. They really dug in his ass. They sauteed his ass for hours, brother McCall. They were lighting him up. They were tag teaming his ass because he was trying to be deceptive, as they do. Come in with all of his white supremacist talking points, all of his mayo babble word salad, and people were not going for it. We see the hostility that it is. So the name of the game is for these people to practice white supremacy, but they don't want us to say anything because when we say something, we put the guilt on them because they know it's wrong. I want black people to understand something very clear. White supremacists and the people who benefit from white supremacy, they know it's wrong. They are fully aware that it's wrong. They know it's wrong. But the name of the game is for us to be asleep enough and for us to be dumb enough to not realize that they're practicing white supremacy. So the name of the game is for them to just blame us for them practicing white supremacy. So when they choke out poor Jordan Neely, well, he was scaring people on the train. He shouldn't have been scaring people. He shouldn't have been threatening people. When they kill a child like Tamir Rice, well, he shouldn't have been in the park playing. Well, where were his parents? It's always our fault. Y'all remember when the black kid, speaking of Ohio, the black kid fell in that damn gorilla cage at the zoo. Was the gorilla named Harimbi or something like that? Remember that? A black kid fell in the thing. Now, kids, over the years, they fall into animal um, compounds all the time. But the black kid fell in there. And I remember the news story talking about, yeah, the child's father was on parole. No, what? They were talking about the child's dad's criminal record. Like, what the hell? The hell does that have to do with anything? You see? They, because they couldn't sully the kid. The kid, you can't sully the kid. You can't say that he has a jail record or whatever. So they have to attack the parents. These people are sick, man. They justify their filthy disposition by always finding a way to blame us for them practicing white supremacy. It's always our fault that they do what they do. And don't let them play that game on you. I hate when black folks start with this, oh man, we need to do better as a people. Man, we need to stop all this crime. What's wrong with it? Okay. Yeah, if you're saying that to first challenge white supremacy, because before we do anything, we got to fix the white supremacy problem. I want black folks to understand something. And Neely Fuller talked to us about this too. You're not going to solve any problem without the white supremacy problem, because that's the root of all the other problems. I want black folks to understand that your problem is white supremacy. Now you can be one of these goofball Negroes. Ain't no white supremacy over me. I can do what I want to do. I can go out here and get me some money and go to work. Okay, where you gonna work? And they got all these H-1 visas when they're trying to bring these buffer class immigrants over here. This is what the whole argument is about with the alt right now. So you got immigrants arguing with the alt right and the MAGA crowd about these jobs now. So where do you think you fit in with this? You see? Also, when you go start businesses, we still have to deal with racism. We got to deal with the permit people. People at the permit office are all white. We got to deal with them sabotaging our businesses, just like they were sabotaging the turkey leg hut. We get all types of fines, tickets, ordinances, things that other groups don't get. I talk to other black business owners all the time. They get noise ordinances, nuisance ordinances. That's what happened with my brother Nipsey at his marathon store. They were hitting him with nuisance injunctions because of quote unquote gang activity around the businesses. They do all types of little janky shit y'all don't know about, man, when it comes to black business owners. But they don't never put those nuisance ordinances on the damn Asian liquor store that then had 15 shootings the whole year. They don't never do nothing about that. They don't go in there and do inspections in those little Asian joints where they're serving mystery meat. You don't know what meat is in there, but they never get shut down. But if we have too much smoke coming out the chimney in one of our businesses, boy, they got the yellow tape around the business. Oh, they done brought in all types of hazmat experts and they look for reasons to shut our joints down. So yeah, that's called white supremacy. Out here in LA, man, a couple of years ago, you could drive down Crenshaw. There'd be brothers out there selling barbecue plates and all the whole shebang. You don't see that no more. You see a bunch of Mexicans out there, people who just got over here and they got a damn permit to sell on the corner. All the black folks, they didn't wipe them up out of there. They didn't have the right permit, so they got them up out of there. That's called white supremacy because they'll elevate the buffer classes. You think? It's insane out here. So yeah, yeah, don't ever let nobody fool you when it comes to systematic white supremacy because anything we build up, they can come along and sabotage it. And we got to be very cognizant of that. Let's get Loyal, Miss Loyal in the building. Miss Loyal, hop in.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Miss Loyal?
Hi. Real quick, I just wanted to say I heard that was T.F. Giselle with a dildo. and I land my plane.
Okay. Eh, eh, that really didn't hit like you thought it was gonna hit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That really it didn't hit like you thought it was gonna hit. Let's get Dance in here. Let's get brother Dance in here.
Peace, peace, peace. How you doing? Can you hear me?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good, Tariq, man. Just wanted to make a quick couple points, man. First and foremost, brother, been following you back since the early 2000s, of course, hitting colors and everything like that. I was in college back then, so always appreciate all your hard work and consistency, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything that you do for our people. One
Yeah.
thing I wanted to say real quickly, brother, I hate the fact that a few years back, whenever we brought up suing the USA in world court or bringing up reparations, one thing brought against us is we needed to classify, we needed to organize, we have to organize. And now then when we do organize and have a classification or we classify ourselves, it's called division by people that don't want to take the time out to understand.
Yeah.
Secondly, you making that film, brother, it's funny how you made that film, and you said it back when you made a microphone check. Nobody was really promoting it like that, and I took what you were saying, brother, with a grain of salt. But now I'm starting to see months later the pushback against the film and pushback against the truth in the film. So again, you don't see it marketed on Amazon and stuff like that or whatever. And then now, of course, we have Joey Cracker and Math Hoff is my biased opinion and stuff like that. When people tell them, "Yo, go and check out the documentary, go and check out the film," people are hesitant all of a sudden.
Mm.
And there's me speaking as a person from Queens, New York.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
The last thing I wanted to say real quickly is as this as our FBA gets more and more popular and stuff like that, is these white people are trying to, of course, and you mentioned it before, group us with ADOS and all these other groups and stuff like that. The same way that they co-opted and tried to take the word woke, I see that they're trying to do that with this hashtag FBA and again try to make us synonymous with a radical black racist or a black racist. And it's like, come on, let's stop it. But again, I salute all your hard work, brother, and I land my plane there.
Much respect, brother. Yeah, man. Look, these people, and I told people when we were promoting Microphone Check, I was going on a lot of white platforms. It was a lot of these white mainstream platforms that would have me on, but all of the so-called hip hop platforms, they wouldn't touch it. You know why? Because there's a lot of tethers running these hip hop blogs in hip hop radio. And I said this before. In hip hop radio and urban hip hop radio, the program directors from many of these places are Hispanic, especially out here and in New York. Many of the program directors are Hispanic. And a lot of the people at these stations are non-FBAs. And they're the main ones out here pushing the lie. You understand? These are the same people who've been pushing the damn black and brown 50-50 creation lie. They've been pushing that bullshit. So yeah, and now that the movie was successful without them, we're starting to see how these people really felt all along, speaking against it, talking about it's divisive. We're divisive because we ain't gonna let nobody lie. What kind of stuff is that? Like it's our job to sit up here and just let people lie indefinitely and just say things that are completely untrue, just to make stuff up out of thin air, and then lie on the pioneers and disrespect the real foundational Black American pioneers, because that's the division, that's the disrespect. Sitting up here acting like there's some mythical Puerto Ricans who was in the Bronx with these pioneers who were creating this culture. That's disrespectful to them. You understand? And when you start asking them to name these people, they can't name nobody. You know why? They don't exist. It's just that simple. They can never name any of these early pioneers because they don't exist. Our good brother, Lord Jamar, shout out to Lord Jamar. He interviewed basically the first Puerto Rican rapper, which was Whipper Whip. Whipper Whip said, "Yeah, I came later." So you got these people from their own mouth saying they came later. So they didn't expect us to just do some follow-ups and just really get all the pioneers and have them speak in their own words. They didn't expect us to do that. They didn't think anybody could pull it off, but we pulled it off and we made a classic. Microphone Check is the hands down best documentary film on hip hop ever. And y'all know it. If you've seen it, you know it. There's no other hip hop documentary film more concise and true to the game than Microphone Check. No other documentary touches what we touched on, with all of the original people who were there at the very beginning telling the truth of how this thing started. It's a foundational Black American culture. We didn't get nothing from nobody. We meticulously showed everybody how we were rapping for years. We were hitting the floor doing the moves that would evolve into breakdancing for years. Back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, we've been doing this, and you can't point to no other group who was doing it. This whole thing where we share our culture, that's it, we're done. Because when you do that, we think that people are going to be appreciative and reciprocal, and what happens is people become entitled. And then they become very disrespectful, and then they take you for granted. And we've let people take us for granted because we're very creative people. We're like, hey, we'll create a new music genre. We'll create a different form of hip hop, which is what we do. We've created house, hip hop house, trap, drill, gangster rap, conscious rap. So we're just that creative. So we don't really trip too much. We're like, yeah, we'll share this. We're going to create some next week anyway. So we don't mind sharing. But sometimes we got to get to gatekeeping too, because we are so thorough, we're so innovative, we're so creative. That Majara spirit creates so much, and it births so many things out of us. um we'll give away a lot of stuff because we know that we can create more. We'll give you this dance here, you can do that. Well, you can say we share this dance because we create new dances every week, where all these other groups, they've been doing the same dances for like 100 years. We know, okay, yeah, we'll give you one of our dances. We'll say that we did it together because I'm gonna create something else fly next week. That's how we are. We're just so creative and so innovative. But sometimes we got to just stop and say, okay, let me put the gate up, and we're going to start counting our beans like everybody else is counting their beans. And speaking of the Majora spirit, by the way, because a lot of people have been asking me about the Majora jackets. I mean, not the jackets, but sweaters. Because I had my Majora sweater on the other day and people loved it. Y'all go to the Majora website, majora.org, and you can get your sweater. People have been hounding me about that. So you can go to majara.org and get your Majara sweater, and we got the Majara t-shirts as well. Jason Scott, you called yesterday, man. Well, your phone was extremely janky. How's your phone doing now? Jason, is your phone doing better? There you go. This is ridiculous. This dude has a Fed phone. Okay, I don't know why you call anybody with that raggedy ass phone. Let's get H&M in here. H,
Mic check, mic check. I got a clean sound wave.
sir, how are you, brother?
I'm maintaining my G. How you feeling?
I'm good. Now, where you calling from, brother?
Calling from the East Coast.
Any particular city? New York, Boston, Connecticut, Rhode Island,
The latter, Boston.
Aladdin. What's on your mind, man?
I listen to you a lot, and I have just one simple request, especially after tonight's casual assertion. Just one request.
What is that?
I need you to inject pause into your lexicon. For you to say two men were tag teaming another man's ass, there are thousands of hours of just wild, outlandish assertions you make, bro. You need to inject pause into your lexicon. It's wild sometimes some shit you say,
You know
pardon
what?
my French.
No, no, no. Because when I was saying people were tag teaming, dude, number one, it was women getting on him too. It was women breaking this dude down. And sex, I don't do the pause thing because I'm not even thinking about sex. So if you're thinking about sex, well, you got to do pause. Well, that's something else. Now,
It's just funny. Yeah, you say some interesting things sometimes, my G, and it's wild the way it just comes across. Just out of context, it'd be the wildest soundbite somebody could utilize in the future. It's just wild.
that's cool, but my thing is I don't trip on that because I ain't thinking about sexual access with no dude. And if a cat is you say something like, "Oh, I gotta put this straw in my mouth." Oh, pause. And if that's on your mind, well, you must be on that bridge with that dude about to jump off in Atlanta. Y'all need to talk to each other for some help and support. But yeah, I don't really do the pause game because I ain't thank you, brother. I ain't thinking about niggas like that. I just don't. So yeah, I don't have to catch myself because that's just not on my mind at all. So I don't play that game. Um, let me see. The Earth Angel, hop on.
Hey, Tariq.
What's
Nothing much. I just wanted to let you guys know what I heard recently from one of these immigrants last night. He told me he had all the Vivek Ramaswamy talking points talking about how. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, dear. I'm here.
Okay, he had all his talking points talking about how we were lazy and these people come here to work hard. And I was like, dude, I was like, they taking jobs, like basic everyday jobs from people. And he really didn't give a damn about us. You can tell. And also, he was talking about our country. And I was like, no, he said the UK has fallen and America is headed that way too. And I said, no, we're gonna fight for our country. He said, how you gonna do that? It's already too many of us. He said it just like that.
Mm,
And he was like, I said, well, what are we supposed to do as Americans? Because whatever happened to these people is not our fault. And he said, well, you need to sit down and figure out where you're gonna he said basically I need to figure out where I'm gonna go because I'm gonna become a refugee. This is these people got to get the out of here. We have to really get behind Tom Homan and get these people the out of our country.
mm. There it is. Yeah, boy, the tether class, but they getting real bold out here. They're getting very, very bold. But they're getting their wake up call too because the white supremacists and the right wingers are pushing back on them too. They thought that if they just talk greasy about black folks, they're going to be in there. But deep down, a lot of the far right whites, they know how slick these people are. And again, their job is just to be the buffer. When they try to step out of that buffer zone and try to be something else, they get smacked down. So they're checking these people. They're even checking Elon Musk now. They're looking at him as getting out of line a little bit. They're like, look, especially with the melanated immigrants, like your job is just to be the buffer between the foundation of Black Americans and us. So we'll let you move in that space. We'll let you move around freely in that space. A buffer. Yeah, we'll let you talk greasy about the blacks. When you start a business in the black area, we'll give you a loan. We're not going to shut you down, even though you got rats and cat meat and camel legs. You're serving all types of weird stuff. We're not going to go and bust you like we're going to bust the blacks. Yeah, we'll let you move freely in that space. And the minute they try to get out that space. I mean, the minute they try to get out that space and then try to go into some of them white spaces and take over, they're like, oops, wait a minute, Harbage. Hold on, Vivek. Wait a minute. Oh, you better know your place. Let's get Jean Michael in here. Jean Michael.
How you
How you
doing,
doing,
bro?
John? Are you Haitian, brother?
No, I'm from French
Oh, French
Guiana.
Guyana. There
French
you go.
Guiana. Yeah, that's from Barbados. Grew up in
Oh,
the
there you go.
UK.
So what's on your mind, bro?
It's just a quick one about your UK ban.
Yeah.
Um, I've been listening for you for a while now, so I remember when you got that ban. I think it was after you tried to do do a hidden colors presentation here. They
Yeah.
kind of got wind of that and banned you. That was a while back, and that was under a Tory government.
Okay.
So we now have a Labour government, and the Home Secretary is a black man called
Oh,
David
really?
Lammy. So I'm thinking maybe if you could reach out or get people here to reach out to him. He's a bit more progressive. He's obviously a politician, but he may be, able to rescind that ban
You
for
know
you.
what? Okay, let's look into that. Now, where is he from originally? Where's he from?
Yeah. I think he's from Jamaica originally. He's a politician. He's not. I've spoken to him before. We've had discussions because he kind of governs a place called Hackney where there's a lot of black people, and I do some work there. So I've spoken to him before. He's reasonable.
I would like.
He's kind of shown pro-blackness kind of before. He spoke up about reparations before. Actually, he's actually spoken about that. So maybe time to reach out, maybe, or get someone to reach out to him because he might rescind that ban.
Yeah, I would like to reach out to him. I need to find out who I can get to holler at him for me. Because I'm all the way
Yeah,
over here. Where all
right.
my UK people? Where are my UK people? I know it's morning time. What time is it over there in the UK right now? Nine
It's nine
o'clock. All my
o'clock.
UK people, holler at me, man. Let's make it happen. Or holler at them and
Yeah.
let's see what we can do. But thank you so much for the help. I'm gonna look
All
into
right, bro.
that. Because yeah, I like the going over there with the brothers and sisters in the UK. They're cool people over there. I really enjoy the UK, and my family's been wanting to go out there. And yeah, I want that ban lifted off because I just hate having that hanging over my head. Because part of the ban is that I can't even do layovers in the UK, and I don't want that because if I'm on a flight and they might have to do an emergency landing somewhere, I don't want to get hemmed up because they were talking about throwing my ass, in detainment if I set foot in the UK. They coming to gaffle my ass up, and I'm not trying to be up in somebody's dungeon eating that nasty ass um, peas and bologna, whatever the hell they be eating for breakfast. Oh, that food is horrible. Only thing I like are fish and chips and porridge, and then I go to the Jamaican spots over there in Brixton. That's all I like. The torture would be having me eat that nasty ass food over there in Britain. That shit is garbage. They give you French fries with that smashed up green shit. I don't even know what that is. It's some smashed up green stuff that they give you with French fries. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? All right. Man, let me get some more people. Let's get Young Congo. Let's get Young Congo. What's up, Young Congo? That's a hell of a name. Young Congo. What's happening? That's like an African rap name. Young Congo.
You already know I love you,
Uh,
Tariq. You already know. It's live from West Oakland, reporting in FBA, Foundational Black American.
yes, sir, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Well, you already know what we doing, Tariq. Getting this money, getting to it, but at the same time, y'all don't forget how they doing the brothers out here. Stay sharp. Don't be flying no girls out.
Yeah.
Don't be trying. Don't be. They already on us. That's a whole new law now. Everything is trafficking.
Yeah.
Don't go meet her. Don't go give her no ride. Keep the foundation of Black American shit strong to read the shit. Sorry for cussing,
No, man,
but you the man.
I appreciate you. Yeah, but brother made a good point, man. Shit, you got to watch everything you do now, man. Just basic interactions you do with women. My single guys out there. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's why I got to get my sons ready for the dating game because it's a landmine out here, man. Yeah, don't spend no money. Shit, don't do no money exchanges. Hell, you go on a date, you spend too much money on a date, they might say that shit is trafficking. I don't trust nothing they're doing right now. Man, we got to get back to the basics. Sit your ass somewhere at a park and eat some ice cream. All this getting flued out and no, damn that. All my young cats, keep it basic. Like my brother from the town said, don't get nobody flued out. Take these ladies on walks like they used to do back in Jim Crow. Take her to a walk on Edmund Pettus Bridge. Go get you a milkshake. Go eat a hot dog on the beach. Pause. Drink a root beer. Just do some real simple 1950 shit. Take her to a sock hop. Damn all that. Don't be in no strip club. None of that stuff. The game is raggedy now. It's so damn raggedy out here, man.
Rude work, feel that natural flow. Rude work, stay fresh wherever you go.